Good evening. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Once said by Buddha. Welcome to BMC News Live presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself Shana Sultana joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Bahrain to host the first GCA International Conference and Exhibition in November. Electricity and Water Authority calls on customers to join fixed billing system. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister received the Commander of the US Naval Forces Central Command. Interior Ministry honored fallen servicemen's children. North Korea fired 2 cruise missiles towards Yellow Sea. Today's news in detail. Bahrain to host the first GCA International Conference and Exhibition in November. Under the patronage of Oil and Environment Minister, Special Envoy for Climate Affairs, Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak bin Dina, the kingdom will host the first Gulf Chemistry Association International Conference and Exhibition GCA 2022 on November 15 to 17 at the Gulf Hotel. Themed Role of Chemistry in Sustainable Energy for Oil and Petrochemical Industries. GCA 2022 is organized by the Gulf Chemists Union GCU and the Saudi Arabian International Chemical Scientists Chapter SAICSC in collaboration with Bahrain's Oil and Environment Ministry with the participation of renowned chemistry specialists and pioneers. The event will provide a platform for discussing ways to improve world chemical industries in light for the global chemistry and environmental challenges. EWA called on customers to join fixed billing system. The Electricity and Water Authority EWA has called on customers to avail of the fixed billing system for electricity and water bills, noting that it is the best means to manage their expenses by paying a fixed amount per month, representing the actual average consumption in the months prior to their subscription to the system. EWA indicated that subscribing to the fixed billing payment system for electricity and water bills ensures that the electricity service is not disconnected even when the actual consumption value exceeds the value of the fixed amount, as long as the subscriber is committed to paying the fixed amount. It added that the system will help subscribers to allocate a special budget for the Electricity and Water Authority services in anticipating of any increase in the rate of electricity consumption during the summer period, as they will pay a fixed amount throughout the year without feeling the increase in the bills resulting from the high rate of consumption during the summer period. It has been announced. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister received the Commander of the US Naval Forces Central Command. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander and Prime Minister, yesterday received the Commander of the US Naval Forces Central Command, Commander of the United States Fifth Fleet, and Commander of Combined Maritime Forces, Vice Admiral Charles B. Cooper II, at Gudaibiya Palace. During the meeting, His Royal Highness was introduced to the organizers and participants of the Combined Force Maritime Component Commander Flag Course 22-3C, which is held in the Kingdom of Bahrain from 14 August to 18 August. The course is organized by the US Naval War College, involving participants from across 11 ally countries. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers Bahrain's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Deputy Premier asserted Arab Parliament's role in serving Arab issues. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Infrastructure Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa affirmed the important role of the Arab Parliament in fostering the joint Arab work. In this content, he praised the efforts of the Speaker Adel Abdul Rahman Al Assoumi in serving Arab issues and achieving aspirations by coordinating and unifying stances to serve the Arab interests. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Infrastructure Pressure was speaking as he received in his office at Gudaibiya Palace yesterday Arab Parliament Speaker Adil Abdul Rahman Al Asumi. He commended the contribution of Bahraini people in supporting the efforts and attaining the goals aspired by the Arab regional and international organizations. The meeting also shed light on issues of common interest. Campaign to exercise mindfully launched. A campaign to encourage people to exercise sports consciously and mindfully has been launched by the General Sports Authority (GSA). The hashtag Exercise Mindfully campaign was recommended by the Sports Cardiology Conference held upon directives of His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, representative of His Majesty the King for Charitable Work and Youth Affairs. The campaign coincides with the directives of His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of Bahrain Olympic Committee, to make medical tests compulsory for all the players and administrators in the leagues. Interior Ministry honored fallen servicemen's children. The Interior Ministries honored fallen servicemen's children for their success in the academic year 2021 to 2022. The event was held in the Public Security Office Club under the patronage of the Ministry's Assistant and the Secretary for Human Resources Brigadier Adil Abdul Rahman Amil. And the event featured various educational and entertaining programs and was in line with the Ministry's keenness to reinforce community partnership. Bahrain and Jordan bilateral ties highlighted. Foreign Minister Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani and the Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates of the Brotherly Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, Ayman Sadafi, held a press conference in Amman yesterday as part of the visit of the Minister of Foreign Affairs to Jordan. Dr. Al Zayani praised the strong relations between the two brotherly countries under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Majesty King Abdullah II bin Ali Al Hussein of Jordan. He had held a constructive and fruitful session of talks which focused on joint cooperation in addition to discussing further cooperation and potential opportunities for developing in many areas within the framework of the agreements and memorandum of the understanding between the two countries. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Al Hilal Hospital Muharrak organized a free medical camp in Rame's hypermarket, Manama. Blood pressure and blood sugar were tested for the employees and customers. The discount vouchers were also distributed at the event. Cooperation between Northern and Capital Governorates discussed. Northern Governor Ali Abdul Hussein Al Asfour received yesterday Capital Governor Sheikh Rashid bin Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa in the presence of Deputy Northern Governor Brigadier Khalid Rabia Sinan Al Dusairi. They reviewed joint cooperation. The Northern Governor stressed the government's keenness on boosting coordination and cooperation between the two governorates. He praised the role of the Capital Governorate mainly during national and regional religious occasions, commending the rich march of the Sheikh Rashid bin Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa and wishing him every success in serving the nation and citizens. For his part, the Capital Governor affirmed that keenness on boosting cooperation and coordination between the two governorates, praising the dedicated efforts of the Northern Governor and the role of the governorate in embodying community partnership. Interior Ministry inaugurated Arab Youth Forum. The Assistant Chief of Public Security for Operations and Training Affairs Brigadier Muhammad Abdullah Al-Haram inaugurated the first Youth Artificial Intelligence Youth Forum. The forum was held virtually under the patronage of the Chief of Public Security, Lieutenant General Tariq Al-Hassan. It aims to highlight IT talents among youth and teach them artificial intelligence principles. IGA announced results of Business Confidence Environment Survey. The Kingdom of Bahrain's Business Confidence Index (BCI) showcased that 91.1% of investors accept stability in this investment climate for the third quarter Q3 of the year. The Business Performance Index stood at 99.25 points in Q3 of 2022 compared to 98.13 points registered in Q2 of 2022, an increase of 1.12 points or 1.14% that can the previous quarter. The current index has shown a rise of 14.16 points compared to the same period of 2021. The quarterly survey measured business confidence by company size, industry, and investment type. A positive outlook overall was recorded in the BCI's business performance, profits, and competition subsistence in Q3 2022. North Korea fired 2 cruise missiles towards Yellow Sea. North Korea test-fired 2 cruise missiles towards the Yellow Sea on Wednesday, a South Korean military official said, as President Yoon Suk held a press conference to mark the 100th day since taking office. The military has also detected 2 cruise missiles launched by North Korea from Oncheon, South Pyongan province, into the Yellow Sea early this morning, the official said, on the customary condition of the anemotomy, without providing further details including the exact type of missiles and time of the firing. Monkeypox can spread to pets as well as the doctors have reported. Health officials are warning people who are infected with monkeypox to stay away from the household pets since the animals could be at the risk of catching the virus. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention for months has had the advice in place as monkeypox spread in the US, but it gained new attention after a report from France published last week in the medical journal Lancet about an Italian greyhound that caught the virus. Monkeypox infections have been detected in rodents and other wild animals which can spread the virus to humans, but the authors called it the first report of monkeypox infection in a domesticated animal like a dog or cat. Former Chief Minister Gulam Nabi Azad resigned hours after being named as head of Jammu and Kashmir Congress Campaign Committee. Senior Congress leader Gulam Nabi Azad, long upset with the party, has resigned from a key party post in Jammu and Kashmir, signalizing a revolt within. Made the chairman of the party's campaign committee, he stepped down from the post shortly after his appointment. He also resigned from the party's Jammu and Kashmir's Political Affairs Committee. Sources indicated that Mr. Azad saw the appointment as a demotion, as he is already a member of the party's All India Political Affairs Committee. A veteran leader, he is also the former Chief Minister of the erstwhile state, served as a union minister and held many important party posts. It has been announced. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Club English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off, Bishna Sultana. Good night.